time for a nooner. I know you're thinking, Junkman, why does your audio sound different on the 3 a.m. and the nooners? It's because these are shorter videos and I'm too lazy to hook up the mic, see? And I'm just using the phone camera. Hopefully it won't bother you too much. I get lazy with these, I guess. But this is more just lay back and talk. 3 a.m. is more me a reaction to something. These are more just kind of get the comment section going, get some memories from you, get to know you guys. And some other things. What are we going to talk about today? Well, I've done a video on like my favorite figure, talking about Han Hall. I even did my favorite play set. And I said, I'm going to talk about my favorite vehicle. Now, if you already clicked on the video, you know what I'm going to talk about. And you're saying, Junkman, how is it out of all the vehicles from we're talking Star Wars line here, that you would pick Landspeeder as your favorite? And yeah, that's my toilet in the background. You can't hear it. Sun flushed it. Okay, but anyway, here we go, guys. The Landspeeder. I mean, look at this. Now you're saying, Junkman, the Millennium Falcon, which I consider more of a playset, but it's kind of a hybrid, kind of both. The AT-AT Walker, come on. Troop Transporter, the Rebel Transporter, the Shuttle Tidarian. Now, Shuttle Tidarian I didn't have as a kid, but I had as an adult collector. Really do love it. And growing up, I did love the Falcon. Don't get me wrong, I love the Falcon. And over here, you can't see it, I don't think, in this video, X-Wing. It was very close to picking the Luke Skywalker X-Wing. TIE Fighter was always fun. I'm just naming all the ships now because they were all fun. But I'm going to pick the Landspeeder. It's probably my favorite vehicle. And when I say favorite, again, I mean as a kid. As an adult, it's probably going to be something like the Falcon or the Shuttle Tidarian. Or maybe that skiff ship that I just don't have. I can never get. I've got over here the Target one from the late 90s or early 2000s because the other one's so rare and costs so much. But why did I love this? Because this was my go-to toy. This was, I mean, the Falcon was good, but if you wanted to grab something in the car, you couldn't take that Falcon in the car with you and some figures though in the back and play. It was too big. X-Wing, you might could get away with it, but you only be able to take one figure or maybe another one if you shoved it in your pocket. But with this, you probably could get at least 4 figures, maybe more if you shoved them down in here. So if your mommy or your mama or whoever said, hey, let's go to Zayre's, and you say, let me get my Star Wars toy, and they say, no, just bring one toy for the car. You don't need to bring all your toys. You can grab your Landspeeder, shove as many people in there. Even if you just use technically how many people go on it, you got 4 right there in the cart. I mean, you've got, well, of course, Walrus Man, but they don't come with it, you know. Usually it's Skywalker and Obi-Wan, although I hated putting Obi-Wan in here because you kind of had to take the cloak off or mess it up. Some people don't know, which I was surprised some people didn't know. There's 2 peg holes on the back, if you can see. It's pegs for feet. Like I said, I had him in there. So you lay 3PO or R2. R2 would lay on the back. And see, he doesn't fall off. How about that? What is in here? Oh, there's a gun in there. Not only that, if you're just playing really quick, I used to have a game board. You know, game boards fold, unfold. I would leave it folded, put it up on some, I don't know, I would say bricks with some blocks or something, and I'll make little ramps. And this thing rolls so good. I don't know if you can see it. It just rolls so good. You could make it shoot over ramps and stuff. And it was sturdy, believe it or not. I had this thing go downstairs. When I was a kid, all kinds of things. Now look at this. Even the hood opens up. Be jealous, you in the UK. Yeah, your Pal Toy ones don't open up. It's got a little sticker in there that you had to put the sticker in yourself. Wasn't easy right there. You got the folds on the back. A lot of times I see this broke off, so they do break, although I got lucky and threw mine downstairs and everything. I can remember I think it was my brother's friend named Jimmy, put a firecracker. I think he put it in the hood. Put it in the hood right there, and it blew the whole hood thing off. Take the glass off. This comes off here. I know a lot of kids had it without the glass on it anymore. And I like this. You can roll it around, but it also has a parking brake, which would fold in your legs, and your legs go in. Now, as you can see over here, it doesn't do anything. Look. You can't play. Ain't no fun like that. So you take this little lever right here, bring it down, and your wheels pop up. See? Look at that. See the wheels? So you got the parked, you know, have them over here parked and you can play with it and everything. Then pop the wheels out. And if your house is built on a hill or a slant or something, you don't have to worry about playing. And I don't know why I did this all the time when I played with it. All the time. I would have the hood open, and I would always, somehow my story of my Star Wars figures would end up probably with Luke or Han working on the snowspeeder, on the Landspeeder. He'll be doing like this, and Luke would probably come and slide. Maybe I would always get one figure or two to kind of like do a bow duke slide across, you know, be like, hey, we gotta get out of here, Darth Vader's coming, I'm coming. Although he could go this way and get in it really easy. But I had to have him do a bow duke slide across the hood, or I guess a Luke bow, probably a Luke Duke doing a Luke Skywalker doing a Luke Duke slide across the hood. You always, the blonde one seemed like to ride the General Lee more. Well, it'd be cool to paint this like the General Lee, paint it orange, put an 01 on the side. That would be kind of cool. I don't know where you put the Confederate flag, but I guess nowadays you shouldn't put it anywhere because it gets you canceled. Seat comes out really easy too. I seen a lot of them without the seat, without this. But again, I don't know why they didn't keep making this. You know, it was just a Star Wars box item only. You know, by the time most in the Empire run and by the Jedi run, they just didn't make it anymore. Now I think they may have, top of my head, I think it might have been part of that collector series right around the time Jedi came out. They put them back in the original box. I think this was part of that collector series. Don't hold me to it. It was like 4 things. I think it was an TIE Fighter, a Dewback, and I think the Landspeeder. 3 things. But I don't know why. I mean, it seemed like it'd be cheap to produce. It must be. And when the Hasbro brought Star Wars back in '95, it was the first thing to come out along with the Falcon. It was the Falcon X-Wing and the Landspeeder, which is about the same model, just a little darker color. But I don't know why they didn't keep making this, because it just seems like something to be cheap and easy for them to keep making, and probably sold well. But as much as they're pretty easy to find, so I think they sold a lot of them between '78 and 1980 for sure. But we'll put Walrus Man back in here. Put him right there. Let him sit right there. We'll put his gun down here so I don't lose it. We'll put Greedo back in. Now, if you bought this in '95 with the new figures, like I said, good luck getting that big old muscle Luke Skywalker or anybody in it. I don't think you could get anybody in it. Because I think it was the same mold. I don't think they changed the seat. You had to, talk about squeezing, you had to squeeze the hell. You had to put them in vice grips or something to get them in. It was hard enough trying to get them in the cockpit of the Falcon. Okay, let's put him. I like to put him up with a gun like that and have him right. You know, the driver's on this side. It's like in the UK. It's opposite than America. Anyway, that's the Landspeeder. Probably as a kid, my favorite go-to ship. I hear explain why. Or vehicle, ship, or I guess you can call it a ship or a vehicle. And like I said, don't get me wrong. I love the Falcon. Love the Falcon. I loved, you know, the AT-AT, and I loved all of them. But this, like I said, this was just, you could pick it up and go with it. You carried your figures in it. It was really good. I really did enjoy it. Anyway, let me know what vehicle you really love. Ship or vehicle. We'll won't limit it. Let me know which one you, as a kid now, not as a collector, that you really love. Like, that's the one I'm going to play with the most. This is it. Like I said. This is it. Landspeeder. That's it, guys. That's the Nooner for today. We'll be back a little later with a longer video, and I'm going to go play with my Landspeeder.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.